Hi there, this is Savatron of Savatron Sabers, bringing to you today a product review and revision of the speeder bike handle, aka Corran horn lightsaber. As you can see here, this is the exact same saber I showed in a previous video. However, I will be taking it apart and breaking it down so that way you guys can see how it is built, and I will be replacing the emitter with a newer emitter design so that way it cannot be classified as a copycat lightsaber. This particular saber is made up of mostly MHS parts, everything from the pommel to the grip to the section here. Underneath is a 3-inch double female piece with a sync tube cut out on top and a Return of the Jedi Darth Vader piece on it here for the activation, as well as a screw to hold it in and the actual activation button, and a Luke Skywalker emitter that has been modified with a thumb screw in it. I will now break this apart, and when I put it all back together, I will be putting the new emitter that I've decided to choose for this one. The reason I chose this is I went through a lot of photos and artwork that does somewhat show Corran horn saber, and it does resemble this a little bit. This is also emitter style 24, which I did help design. Therefore, I cannot be accused of copying anyone by using this. And I mean, some of the sabers are already different from the get-go. So we'll go ahead and start breaking it down. Let's start by simply taking off the emitter. So there's the emitter, and then you got your LED module, which I have set up to have a quick disconnect. And then on the inside there's another quick disconnect for the switch, which you can see accessed right there. I'll just go ahead and disconnect that for you guys. And now at this point we can actually disassemble the rest of it. So just to show you, everything can be taken off, including the pommel here at the bottom. Pommel is now off. The hand grip itself. And the entire chassis system is connected here, which is held in place mostly by pressure, and this is actually quite a pain to unscrew. Designed it that way so that way it's not easily taken apart. Give me 1 second. Oh, looks like that's actually stuck. Oh, there we go. Now I got it. So essentially this is just free floating now, and you can just unscrew this piece here, which will unscrew from the piece up top, move the wires out the way, and now what you have here is your activation box section and your chassis, which this coupler here just comes right off, and now you have your chassis all by itself. And that's essentially the way that the saber is built. You have everything you need there, and those are all the parts. So now I will be replacing the emitter with the new emitter and reassembling it all. So just do everything in reverse now. Simply slide your coupler all the way on, all the way up to the top. Feed your wires through and screw on the coupler, which will hold the chassis system in place. Takes a while to screw on, and then once you get it on somewhat tight enough, you just want to rotate this around, make sure it's lined up so that way everything is kind of lined up in a line there with the activation box and the sound card, crystal, and activation button is all lined up. And once you get it nicely lined up, you simply tighten down this here, and then you locate your switch wires on the inside. So you've got a male and a female connector. You're just going to connect those back together and then push those all the way down to the bottom so that way they're out of the way. Then you're going to take your LED module, place that in there, This is kind of tricky. Kind of have to position your connector out of the way of the other connector so that way it'll fit. And attach the new emitter on top. And there that is. Take your handle, place it on, screw it shut, and then your pommel. And this is the new and improved speeder bike handle, aka Corran horn saber. And there it is. And I'll go ahead and put a blade in there so you guys can see. This particular one has already been sold. It was sold with the original emitter to a friend of mine over at Golden Gate Knights. His name is Alan Block. Teaches the class. If you're in the Bay Area, I recommend going to the class. It's extremely fun. And you can find the information on how to attend the class and everything on goldengateknights.com. And here's the saber again. And there you go. Super bright white, so I've replaced the blue LED in there with a white one. And the crystal chamber does still light up. And as you can see there, the saber definitely does not look the same as it once did before. I've got a new emitter, completely different activation box. The only thing that's pretty much the same is the pommel and the handle. Once again, these are parts that you can easily have made on the custom saber shop. Anyone could. I can, you can, anyone could. It's powder coated and all that good stuff. So this is the new Corran horn by Savatron Sabers. Hope you guys like it. And shout out to Mad Cow Genesis Custom Sabers, which the original design was based upon. He makes amazing sabers, so whether you choose him or me, it doesn't matter. Either way, you're getting a great sabersmith. So there it is. Enjoy, and you guys have a good day.